magnificent players left in this competition, but for how long, Dave? John Park already is set up and has the darts in this set, but he's got to make use of them. It's no good unless he gets away, because now Jenkins has a chance to take control.
And hits the ground running. Jenkins, who had to throw in that last set. And it was a close call. He had a couple of darts to the double to win it.
I think on the evidence of the scoring and the chances, probably the set went to the right man. Just Part might have won it 3-0, of course. But there you have the first 180 from Jenkins. What a piece now. And Jenkins has hit 11 this week, John Part 12. Of course, the opportunity to hit 180s is slightly lessened by the fact that they can't start with one. That's a certainty. You know they're not going to get a 180 with their first 3 darts. So you're not going to see quite as high a percentage of them. That's evident. It's obvious.
But a match already oozing with class and quality. Not much for these two players. Jenkins is ranked 4. John Part, a little surprisingly, 8 behind him.
130.
John Part ranked 12. But we all know that Part on his night is capable of matching and dispatching the best in the world.
Yes, and I think it's fair to say that Part is upwardly mobile. He's on his way up rather than down. And here, double 2 now for Jenkins for an early lead. And he's left himself that awkward double 1. He will be back to have a go at it. But Part, I think, upwardly mobile. And so, of course, if he were to win this tournament, then he would rock it.
100.
In the order of merit and into the Premier League, as I said earlier. So double 1 for Jenkins. That's not a bad marker. Now then, gotta go for it here. Gotta go for it. And when you do, sometimes you just drag that dart down.
5 darts. He's missed at doubles in this leg. John Park knows the door is open. 20 to leave. Double top to steal the leg.
Game shot.
Oh, yes! He may look cool, Terry Jenkins, but inwardly I should think a touch concern. Ought to have won that leg with something in hand, if you see what I mean.
No score.
And John Park, very effective, doing his work, hitting his doubles, 44% success rate on his checkouts.
109.
Jenkins had 2 darts to win the set, and 5 darts to win that first leg. He will not be a happy little fluffy bull.
Well, he won a leg like this, didn't he, earlier in the contest, where he was way behind. In fact, he was further behind than this. But John Part's going to try and make sure it doesn't happen again. Previous leg and lost it. He's got one in this leg.
He's still behind on the score, hasn't won back the darts.
97.
Yes, it's 180s for show, doubles for dough, they say.
And Park thinking about his scoring, you see, John, he's left himself 170.
Yeah, good thinker. Most of them do, if they possibly can. 170, 167, 164.
Yes, Jenkins had to work that one out as well. It's left him a finish 144. Now then 170 for Park.
Well, Jenkins, who couldn't hit a double in the previous leg to finish, wouldn't surprise me if he went and took this out. Oh, well, maybe it would now. That wasn't a very good dart. 62, 82 left, Terry. You might go treble 14 or the bull. He's gone for the bull, so that's great. 32 left.
That was a superbly confident shot at the bull, and it means that John Park really must be looking at this 112. Needs the treble.
Clumsy, careless.
28.
28 only, so 84 left for Park. Jenkins could make amends here for losing that last leg, which he ought not to have lost. And he erred and strayed like a lost sheep, but not this time. So one leg all. In the second set, the Canadian one set up first to 5 goes into the final of the World Grand Prix.
92.
John Park, just a negative shake of his head there. He knew he was way ahead in that leg and let it slip through his fingers, out of his grasp.
120.
Sensible change of target from Park. Now Jenkins.
Yeah, they can all play the cover shot superbly. Jenkins almost getting his third 180 in as many legs. They can all play the cover shot. There you are. I'm sure that would have gone in. It was just diverted a touch north. And
81.
but there are very few better than John Park when it comes to the cover.
You see, once again, Jenkins is outscoring.
100.
Park was ahead, but his lead has been whittled away here. Close-up of treble 19s, which really got him off the hook there. Jenkins 141, wrong treble.
Didn't that shot at John Parks amply illustrate what I just said? Is shooting at the cover, the 19s. It's quite excellent.
97 for Park, treble. 19 leaves him. That double is right high over the bar. Now it's got to come down into the red bit there. And does.
Oh, well, you can hardly say his dart was a marker, but he certainly recovered well there. Yes, well, he might hold his right arm aloft. How did I do that, he said. Well, he did, and that's all that matters. He's 2-1 up in this second set, poised possibly to go 2 sets up.
And you know, John, as we watch John Park go back on double 20, listen there. I have known in some peculiar pubs and clubs where they count a dart in the 0 of 20 as 100.
Well, I've never heard of that. I have played many times a popular game called Loop, where you use the noughts and all the little circles in the numbers as part of the game, as well as the board itself. Like the loop of 8s and 18s and 6 and 9 and the 20, of course. Kind of knockout game. Can be good fun too.
140.
But this is the classic 501 discipline. And it has to be said, John Park hasn't been very disciplined in this leg. Virtually handed it to his opponent. He's down at a 3-dart potential checkout on 161. Now then, treble 17. He can go for the ball if he wants to. He's having a think about it. He doesn't have to. You see Park's way back. Well, which way is he going to go?
121.
Left himself on double top there. And it didn't need to showboat.
Well, I'm not sure it would have been showboating. I'm sure you'd agree with this, Dave. He was in full flow, wasn't he? And had he had a go at it, I think he'd have been very close. And let's be honest, he's got a bit of leeway anyway. But no matter, for the second set,